is fear. Read it.
As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe.
Now look at this. That word that came from the village was a poison. This man believed, Master, just come and touch my daughter, she will be fine. That was his belief system. And Jesus planned to go and touch until this woman with crazy faith interrupted. And then poison came from the village. Don't bother the master again. That baby you are trusting God has died. Immediately Jesus heard that the baby was dead. He reached out to Jairus, said, don't be afraid, only believe. In other words, maintain your belief. You came here believing that I will touch your daughter and your daughter will be fine. Now there is poison coming to contaminate your faith, but don't let it enter you. Maintain your belief. God likes it when it is complicated. If I was one of the disciples then, I would say, Master, why do you always like this kind of thing? The other day it was Lazarus. You kept delaying until he died. Now, this is the story of this young girl. You allow this woman to interrupt you again. Now the baby is dead. God likes it when it is complicated. Is there any area of your life you see complications? Has doctor given you a report concerning your health? Is there complication concerning your finances? Is there complication concerning anything that pertains to you? I came to announce to you today that God finds pleasure in complications. God likes it because the more complicated it is, the more God will show forth himself and take all the glory for himself. Am I talking to someone here? God likes it complicated. Elijah knew that secret. He said to the people, I'm about to call fire to consume this sacrifice. But you know, I know God. God doesn't like it when it is simple. Please help me pour water. Make it difficult for the fire to catch. They brought water and poured. He said, get more water. They poured water to a point that water now gathered. It became complicated. It became very difficult for fire to engulf the sacrifice. That was when Elijah was ready to pray. If I was to be in that scene, I would say don't pour water, because my mind is let it catch faster. But the fire that was to eat the sacrifice doesn't have respect for stones and doesn't have respect for water. Whether you put water or whatever, the fire will still perform. Let me tell your neighbor, God likes it complicated. You started believing God when it wasn't complicated, and now it has become complicated. Fear is about to enter you, but Jesus quickly said to Jairus, fear not. Don't let fear corrupt your faith. Fear not. Don't let fear corrupt your faith. I know it is overwhelming, but fear not. I know there is no one coming to your rescue, but fear not. I know you don't have anyone to help, but just maintain your belief system and ensure that fear does not contaminate it. God likes it complicated.